In this video, I'm going to show you a quick trade I just did for a quick 20% on AMD. I'm going to show you the thought process behind me entering in this trade. I'm going to show you my key levels, my rationale behind these levels, and what I was looking at and expecting to happen around these levels. I'm also going to show you exactly what I did in this trade, where I got in and where I got out. I'm going to show you what I did right, what I could have done better, and how I could have made some more money. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you all of that right now. Just a heads up, this is one of the videos that I'm adding to the series, turning $100 to $1,000 with options trading. So this is basically a small account series where I walk you through the process that I'm using to take just a small amount of money and turn it into $1,000. And if you're in a similar situation, you can just follow along and learn as you go, and this will help you definitely to grow as a trader. All right, so first off, let me just show you. This is a small account, so I just did $14 today on AMD puts, and let me just jump over to the charts and show you what that looks like. All right, so by the way, before I get into that, this is my watch list over here. This is my TradingView account, and I'm currently watching SPY. I'm planning to do a swing trade on SPY as it's selling off currently. We can see that it came all the way from up here today down here, but it's looking like it's finding an area of support right here. So I'm just watching to see what SPY will do here. If it manages to break this level, then this next level here is what I'm watching. And if it does get to this level, I'm planning to swing trade this into the week. Today is the 21st of October. So I'm planning to swing trade this into the end of the week on Friday if it does come down to this level, which is a very strong area of support where a lot of buying takes place around this area, and it should push the price back up closer to all-time highs. So that's what I'm looking for at SPY for my next play. But for now, I wanted to show you AMD. So let's jump over to AMD here and let's take a look at the AMD charts. So we're on the 5-minute charts, right? So whenever I'm doing day trades, I'm always trading on the 5-minute candles. All right. I do plot my levels prior to jumping into the day trades via the 1-hour charts, and I do like to do an overview of the 1-hour and the 1-day charts. But I plot my major levels on the 1-hour charts, and then I do my inter-day trade levels on the 5-minute charts. And from my experience, plotting my levels on the 5-minute charts have been extremely accurate. It's like the entire market is watching these exact same levels that I'm plotting. I'm always surprised at how precise my levels are and how exact the market reacts to these levels that I plot, right? If you don't know what levels are basically areas of key price action. By that I mean whenever the price of a specific stock gets to that level, then there's a lot of buying and selling, and basically the buyers and sellers are trying to decide what they want to do at these key areas. So let me show you an example. So for example, right here, this is AMD, and this price is around $158.38. All right, $158.38. So at this level, we can see a lot of things happen here. So we can see it came here this day, this other day came here, and comes here again. And what we see happening here is that there's a lot of resistance. So a lot of resistance that prevents the price from going higher. And once it comes here, it typically just rejects and comes down. And then it comes here again, it rejects and comes down. Then we see the price come to the same level again and keeps rejecting, right? So basically, we know that this area here is a strong area of resistance between this 158 level and 157.70. So it's a super strong area of resistance where a lot of selling happens. So you can use that information to think, okay, if the price comes into this level, what do I expect to happen here? Most likely, based on what I've seen happen 1, 2, 3, 4 times, the price might definitely reject and come back down. So it might be a good area to buy puts, right? And so that's the basis of chart analysis and drawing your levels. And levels are very important when you're planning your trades. But of course, this is just a fraction of what goes into coming up with your rationale for entering an existing trade, right? You have to also do market research. You want to research the stock, see what news is coming out, what's happening in regards to the stock, and so on, in order for you to make more accurate and highly probable decisions when you're entering into your trades. All right. So today is the 21st of October, as I mentioned. In the pre-market, we can see that AMD was selling off a little bit, and then it shot all the way up here in the pre-market, and then it just had a strong opening today when it opened, right? So it just kept going up, but I already had plotted my level here at the 562 45 cents level, right? So my intention was, if it does get to this level, I'm looking to buy puts in order to capitalize on the price rejecting and coming all the way down here. So I was a bit busy paying attention to a few different things in my life here, and when the price actually got to this level, I didn't catch it exactly, right? So I actually got in right around this little level here, and as you can see, I kind of got in a little bit early because I'm buying puts, and then the price kind of shot all the way up here, and if I had waited a little bit longer, then I could have gotten a better entry. But sometimes you just want to get some exposure, and you don't want to wait for the perfect entry and then you miss the opportunity to capitalize. What you want is not necessarily the 100% best entry, but what you want is a really good entry. So I got in around here, and for about, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes, the price was basically just going up and fluctuating a little bit. And this is something that in the past, I probably would have panic sold and felt like, oh my gosh, I didn't get this right. The price is gonna blow through the roof. So when you're doing trading, right, especially when you're doing quick day trading scalps and so on, you want to plan your trades and you want to trade your plan. So you have to give yourself a margin of error to say, okay, if I lose X amount on this trade, so if I lose 20%, if I lose $20, or whatever it is that's good for you, if I lose that amount on this trade, then I'm going to say, okay, I was wrong. But until I lose that amount and everything else being even, I'm going to actually stick with my plan, and I'm going to see out this trade until I get the results that I want, or until I realize that, okay, I might have gotten this wrong and I need to go to the drawing board again, right? So that basically means just being patient. So once I saw the candle came down here and it broke the 165.45 level again, I realized that, okay, I got this right, most likely, and I can have more confidence in this trade. And right as I said that, the price kept selling off, and I kind of sold as soon as it broke the VWAP level here. I kind of sold around this level, which I kind of did this deliberately because I just wanted to ensure that I took some profits, but I knew I had the conviction to hold until it came down to my next level, which was the 154.80 level, because that was my target. And this just goes back to planning your trades and trading your plan. So I got out here when I was around 20%, but if I had held all the way down here, I would have gotten maybe 30-35%, which would have been good. But at any rate, I got some profits. And the important thing here to bear in mind is that just because you might have gotten out of a trade early and not got the most amount of profits that you could have gotten, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world, right? It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It doesn't mean you should kick yourself and feel like, oh my God, the next time I'm not gonna take profits early, right? Always take some profits, right? As long as you're taking your profits and you're growing and you're building up the amount of money you have in your account, you're doing well. It's better to take your profits than to be greedy and thinking, oh my gosh, the price is going to continue going in my favor and I'm going to make $1 billion more, only to see the price reverse. But with that said, if you do proper research on the stocks that you plan to trade and you draw your levels properly and you have a good trade plan, then you can see your trading plan through. And that's the most important thing, planning your trades and trading your plan. All right, so that's the quick trade I did here on AMD. As I mentioned, I made about 25% today, which was about $14. And yeah, so it wasn't a big trade. As I mentioned, this is just a small accounts trade. Let me see here. So I got in for $67. I got out at $81 for the price, and that was a good trade for me. Outside of that, I want to really thank you for watching this video. Do remember to give it a like and a share as well to boost the algorithms, and do subscribe. So thanks for tuning in. Remember, plan your trades and trade your plan.